Hi guys, in the last part of the video, we met precipitation reactions and saw lots of examples of these precipitation reactions with transition metal ions. Turns out that we can use some of these as qualitative tests. Qualitative tests tell us whether particular ions are present, but they tell us nothing about how much of that substance is present. A good thing about most qualitative tests is that they can be carried out on a small scale, so we can do these tests in test tubes in the labs. They often involve precipitation reactions, which is why what we learned in the last part of this video is so useful. The precipitation reactions that we studied in the last part, so for example here we have a green precipitate being produced from a green solution, so that could be chromium or iron. Further tests would be needed. But to work out the whole compound, so not just the transition metal positive ion, we also need to know some tests for the separate ions, so for example the negative ones, and maybe some more tests for a few other positive ions. So firstly, we'll examine the tests for positive ions. And as we've seen, precipitation reactions happen for a range of positive transition metal ions. So we can just use these as the qualitative tests if we know the results we're expecting. The procedure for carrying out these tests is to half fill a test tube with the sample that we're interested in, and then drop by drop we're going to add either ammonia or sodium hydroxide. Often, to get a conclusive answer to which transition metal ion is present, we have to carry out both of these tests and compare results to see which metal ion is present. Once we've added a few drops of the ammonia or sodium hydroxide, we then observe the colour of the precipitates formed and compare these against what we know about the transition metal ions to see which one is present. If the tests are inconclusive, remember more information can be gained by adding excess of either the ammonia or the sodium hydroxide, and also there is sometimes more information based on whether the precipitate rusts in air. This table summarises everything we learned in the last part of the video, but I encourage you to look back to see all of these precipitation reactions in more detail with their equations. We're just going to show here how you can use the excess of sodium hydroxide or excess ammonia to work out which ion is present if it's not at first obvious. Iron 2+ ions have a green solution and produce a green precipitate.
Hey guys, to continue watching this video and unlock hundreds of other super concise exam board specific A-level chemistry videos, just click the snap revise smiley face here. Join me today and together let's make A-level chemistry a walk in the park.